Hello everybody, this is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com. That's my website you can see below there, where you can go to find out more about forex trading and a little bit more about me. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you're looking forward to another week of exciting trading. And here we are with another weekly analysis, this for the third week of May. 15th of May, starting 15th of May 2023. And first, of course, we will always look at the fundamental high impact news that's coming out for this week. It's very prudent to always be aware of the data that's going to be released on the various economies, because they do affect the movement of currencies and commodities. And it's important that we are aware of the various items. And then for sure, as always, we will look at the profit and loss that materialized from last week's trade setups. And then as always, I will share my new trade setups with you. And remember, these are my trade setups. These are the trades that I will be taking. This is what I see happening in the market. I'm not suggesting or recommending that you take the same trades. This is not financial advice. It's up to you to manage your own account and to use good risk management. So let's jump in and get started. But before we do that, I always have people asking me if I can recommend a good broker. In fact, I had someone message me this morning and ask that question. And I've been with these guys, Fullerton Markets, for more than 5 years. They are a global multi-asset broker where you can trade all the currencies and commodities, multiple cryptos, multiple stock CFDs, everything that you need to trade in the foreign exchange market. So I highly recommend. I have more than 25 countries represented, just my own clients, that are using Fullerton Markets. So I highly recommend Fullerton Markets. And the link is below this video. Just click on Show More, and you'll find the link to sign up with this broker, Fullerton Markets. Okay, so let's have a look at the red items, the high impact news that's coming out for this week. And as always, this is forexfactory.com. And as I always tell you, these are the Asian times that you see here on the screen, because I live in Asia. So if you live in Laos, Vietnam, or Thailand, or Malaysia or Singapore, those two countries would be 1 hour different. But here we have all the news items that are coming out for this upcoming week. And we have a full schedule again, okay? Even on Monday, when we don't usually have anything, but this Monday we do, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So be aware of these items as they will affect the movement of currencies. We have something on the U.S. economy, of course, the pound, the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, all happening this week. So check forexfactory.com for your local time zones to be aware of these high impact news items. So let's have a look at the trade setups which I shared with you last week, and look at see if we had any profit or any loss. And gold, well, everybody trades gold. Most people do trade gold. And I had a buy limit with the entry price at 2004. And gold was going up during the week, but then fell back down towards the end of the week. And it looked like it was turning bearish. In fact, on the 4-hour chart, gold is bearish. On the day chart, it's still bullish. So as gold started to fall down from midweek, I had some messages coming in. Rick, is that buy limit at 2004 still valid? And I said, yes, it is, but you need to be cautious. You need to watch carefully and see that it's not going to break with a strong momentum, because it could continue down. But it got down to 2000, and then came back up and gave us a profit of 165 pips, but just on one candle. Okay, then it started to come back down again. And that's just the way gold has been. As I always say, I've said for a long time, you cannot, in these market conditions, expect to take a trade on gold and hold it for a long time. It's been very, very volatile, makes big moves up and down in the same session. But this one fortunately executed. This pending order opened on Friday, and we had a good profit of 165 pips. The Euro US, well, this one didn't do very well. Okay, I didn't even mark how many pips it was, but it wasn't many. This opened on Wednesday, and then went up a little bit and fell right back down. And now towards the end of the week, Thursday and Friday last week, the major pairs are starting to turn bearish against the strengthening US dollar. And then the pound New Zealand, well, I had a sell limit on that last week, and it just went down and down and down until Thursday, late Thursday in the session, and then all day Friday just made a huge, massive move up on Friday. And if you were watching forexfactory.com, you will know why that was, because there was some very bad news that came out on the New Zealand economy. And so the pound New Zealand had moved up dramatically, and it got up to a high overbought area, a strong resistance zone. And so this sell limit is now still open. Okay, it executed late on Friday, and it's still open. And this is a very, very high resistance zone. So I'm holding on to this trade and expecting the pound New Zealand to continue its downward move. It's been bearish for a couple of weeks. I expect it to continue its bearish move. And so this is still a good open trade. And so you'll see as I share my trade setups with you shortly that you can take a sell trade on market open on Monday. A buy limit on the odd US did not work out. Okay, it came down and then just kept going down and crashing and crashing. So the buy limit did not work out, as from Thursday we start to see the major pairs turning bearish against the strengthening US dollar. Same with the New Zealand US, which moves pretty much like the odd US. And then the pound US, we did cash in on that one on Tuesday. The pending order opened, and we got a profit of 80 pips if you followed through with that to the next day. But then it started to turn bearish against the strengthening US dollar late in the Wednesday session, and then Thursday, and then all day on Friday. And the USD CAD, this could still be open depending on where you place your stop loss. It was a sell limit, which opened on Thursday, and then the strengthening US dollar moved this one up, the USD CAD, and it's still, right now we closed the 4-hour candle with a doji, which sometimes can indicate a reversal in direction. So I'm still holding this one, and this could still be a good trade. Let's just see how this one materializes during the week. So here's my new trade setups for this week starting the 15th of May. And I have some information here which I don't usually share, but I want you to be very cautious on this trade. I've actually given you a stop loss. The entry price is 2000 to 2004 between those two blue lines you see there. And that's in the zone where we made the profit last week, okay, between 2000 and 2004. Gold headed down to that direction in the closing session on Friday. So let it go down to about in that zone and take a buy trade, put your pending order there, and then use a small lot size, okay, because we're getting lower lows and lower highs, as you can see on the chart here, and gold is bearish on the 4-hour chart, as I already shared with you. Gold is bearish on the 4-hour chart, so we could start to see lower prices on gold. Now, if it looks like it's going to break below 2,000, that's why I put a fairly tight stop loss at 1994. If it breaks below 1997, 96, 95, we could be headed to our next strong support zone of 1975, 1976. And you don't want to be stuck in a buy trade if it's going to continue down that hard. All right, so be cautious. Use a small lot size with a pending order buy limit between the zone of 2000 and 2004. The Euro US, I have a sell limit on that. Let's let it make a price correction back up to 1.0900. And the pound New Zealand, as I have mentioned to you already, at a very high, strong resistance zone. So you can sell this on market open. Okay, this made a huge, massive move on Friday, but it has been bearish for the last week, and I expect it to continue its bearish move. The move that you see here, this big move up, was simply based on the news that came out on Friday on the New Zealand economy. So you can just take a sell trade as soon as the market opens on Monday on the pound New Zealand. The odd US, I have a sell limit, of course, with the entry price at 0.6695. The New Zealand US, a sell limit, entry price at 0.62 1.265. The pound US, a sell limit with the entry price at 1.2510. We saw it last week break above $1.25, and it looked like it was going to continue up, but it didn't apparently like to be at that high of a price. So we're seeing some bearish movement on the pound US and against the strengthening US dollar. So the sell limit on the pound US, 1.2510. And then the USD CAD, a buy limit on that with the entry price at 1.3500. And finally, the Euro CAD, minor pair with the entry price on the buy limit at 1.4685. Now that's it for me for the trade setups. And again, I always share about automated trading. I do use robots. I've been using EAs, expert advisors, for more than 5 years, and I think they are the best way to trade because they trade without emotion and they can give you a steady source of income. So if you're interested in automated trading, simply go to my dedicated website, which I have on robot trading, automated trading, and learn how to build wealth with using an EA, expert advisor, on your forex trading. https://prosperityrisingea.com. Okay, thanks again for being here. I do appreciate it. And don't forget to like and share, and of course subscribe to the channel so you'll get notification every time I make one of these videos, which is every Sunday for the upcoming week of trading. Thanks again. Have a great week of trading, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.